Having a new driver in the family can be a bit nerve-wracking and worrisome for parents. Our parenting contributor, Belinda Palacios, in today with some things to do to protect teen drivers. I was talking to a trauma doctor today, and he was telling me about the number of accidents, and it is terrifying to let your kid get out there and get behind the wheel.
It's one of the things, I think parents it's a double-edged sword. I think they're so ready for it because they're tired of being taxi driver.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's freedom with those wheels and knowing where kids are, but then definitely the busy places, and especially between Amarillo and Canyon, kids going in between there is very, very worrisome.
And it should be, and there should be some serious conversations that you have with the kiddos. Yep. And you've got some numbers for us, and this kind of really hits home.
The crash rate for 16 to 17-year-olds is 3 times the rate of kids that are 20 and older. And so, the experience plays a huge part in those accidents, because a more experienced driver, when something happens, if you hit something slick or somebody starts weaving into you, you have more experience to be able to react without it affecting you, really, really badly. As to where some of those young drivers that have not been driving very long at all, can just make a huge mistake and cause it can be worse than it should have been or could have been.
So we've got to ensure that our teens are ready and that they are prepared to do it. Yeah,
they need to understand the rules of the road. They really need a lot of practice time. And I know now that there's driver's ed that's online, and I think that's great for convenience sake, but sometimes when we're all lead busy lives, and there's a number of hours that kids have to drive, in order to be able to take the driving test and such. And sometimes, if that happens or if it doesn't when it's online. And so sometimes maybe going with your driver ed, actual businesses and programs, because for certain that those kids are getting the hours, and they're getting an instructor sitting in there with them, telling them what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And you do your research on them too. Don't just go ahead and just pick anyone. Make sure that you're good. And parents actually lead by example. All those things. If you're not buckling up, you're setting a precedent.
That's right. Put the phone down. Your kids watch you and they go, well, mom and dad, they text or they answer calls or whatever when they're driving. And that is the #1 distractor, especially for younger drivers, is trying to look at those texts or trying to text. I can't tell you how many times, because on the way to Amarillo from Canyon, everybody's texting. It's like they're on the subway or something.
Yeah, because they think, well, I've done this, I've been on this road a million times over. I got this.
It'll be a second, and that's sometimes all it takes, and especially for our young kids.
And watch your speed.
Yes, because that's a huge factor. Also, is kids not driving the speed limit, and especially going through some areas like school zones, for instance, and not understanding that when there's a bus there, stop. The kids aren't just going to get out and exit one side of the bus. They're going to come across that street also. And so kids really fully understanding those rules. And of course, do not drink and drive. I mean, that is a non-negotiable, period, what have you.
We've got a lot of tips that we could go through here, but we're going to put them over on our website.
Okay.
What's the most important thing that you could impart to a parent watching the show right now about a teen who's getting ready to drive?
I think, first of all, know that they're prepared to do it. Know that they've had enough practice. Know that they have some confidence behind the wheel, that they're not scared to death, that they're a nervous driver. Make sure that you're practicing with them, and make sure that they know what the rules, not only the rules of the road, but the rules of your home, what it's going to be to drive that car.
Some friends of ours have a limit. You've got one friend in the car.
That's right.
That's it.
Because distractors are huge, and when the 2 things that I would do is, when you're purchasing a car for a teen, don't get one that's going to go 0 to 60 in a second.
Because they're going to try it out.
They're going to try it out. And 2, don't get SUVs where they can pack 10 kids in there.
We're getting a 1978 Chevrolet wagon, the one with the opposite seats. We're doing it. All right, Belinda, thank you. Coming up next, with Mother's Day quickly approaching, what's a